Yes, ladies and gentlemen, VAR is the Lord and Saviour. Hello and welcome to episode number 10 of Hollie's Hotspurs, and on today's episode I'll be talking about the Manchester City game. If you are new, please remember to hit that subscribe button, it would mean the world. We're nearly at 200, it's a madness. Please push a like on this video and comment of what you thought of the game below. So yeah, when the first whistle went, we started on the back foot once again, looking half asleep and very sluggish. I was like, we're in for more sideways and backwards passing. Fabulous. Thought it'd be a very long 90 minutes, especially when Eric Lamela decides to bear hug someone in the penalty box. I'm like, Lamela, you can't be doing that, mate. There's VAR now. But somehow, VAR has turned a blind eye. I must say we were very lucky, but we'll leave it at that. Moving on very quickly. So the first 20 minutes, Kevin De Bruyne, who I must say has put a spell on his feet, because the man is magic. Anything he touches turns to gold. And I don't want to big him up too much, but you can't deny that man has got some feet, man. Whips a ball in back post and little Sterling gets on the end of it. And I'm like, well, there's no way you're defending that ball against Kevin De Bruyne. That was just majestic. So we're 1-0 down, but it's fine. I'm like, we've got this. We are the comeback kings after all. So I think it was literally like 2 minutes after Mr. Lamela does this. The man at the moment is on one. I've got to congratulate him. If he stays fit for the rest of the season, like, he has his moments where he loses the ball, does too much, but he has little moments like this, which really means I think he's on to a winner this season. Okay, it was a bit bad positioning from the goalkeeper. It wasn't in the middle of his goal, but who would have thought Mr. Lamela was going to shoot from there? Because I can tell you now, the commentators didn't, because they were in mid-conversation when he struck that ball. But anyway, it's 1-1. I'm feeling a lot happier. I'm like, here we go. We're winning at City. Or we're drawing. I'll take a point. I'll take anything off of them. And when that goal went in, we finally looked a bit more composed. I actually thought, okay, we've awoken from our 40 winks. We are finally ready to go and actually turn up at City. So that was a bonus. And there was Sissoko again in the middle, doing everything, doing bits and bobblies, just couldn't find the end finish, which is pretty much standard Sissoko, like the other week when he shot from the 6-yard box and ended up at the corner flag. But anyway, he was doing alright. Then just as I think we're doing alright, that man again, Mr. Kevin De Bruyne, puts a cross in on the floor and they score again. Now, I was a bit annoyed because Danny Rose pointed at, I think it was Winks, to get over a cross to stop the cross coming in from De Bruyne. And he slowly did that, but then there was Sanchez directly behind him as well, which also missed the cross, which I was a bit annoyed about. And then Toby obviously must have thought that those two were going to win the ball. I mean, it's got to hit one of them, but obviously it didn't. Toby hasn't got in front of his man and they've scored. It's a bit annoying. We fell asleep at that part once again. We were like, no, we need another nap, sorry. But I was a bit disappointed with that defending. Maybe if Jan was in there, maybe it wouldn't have happened. But there we go. That's all ifs and buts and maybes. So yeah, it's 2-1 and I'm like, okay, this is City. They've had about 20 attempts compared to our one shot. Like, we are getting peppered left, right and centre. And then I see Mr. Winks is coming off and I'm like, no. Lucas, we've got a corner. Is Lucas, the Lord and the Saviour, going to come on and do a madness? And I was correct. He's done this. Now the funniest thing about this goal is if you zoom in into Mr. Kyle Walker, who was the most expensive defender at one time, has jumped, seen that Lucas has risen like a salmon and his little forehead is getting up to head of the ball, and he's decided to jump with his eyes closed. I mean, okay, mate. I suppose if that's going to work for you, but sadly it didn't, Mr. Kyle Walker. Sadly, you've been lit like a muck. So yeah, Mr. Lucas rises up. He's been on the pitch for like 25 seconds, if that. Rises like a salmon, heads the ball in, over the keeper, bam, it's 2-2. Man City, we're nicking a point off of you. So at this point in time, we are still getting peppered, but Mr. Hugo Lloris, who I now call Hugo Boss, who's on his 300th appearance for Tottenham Hotspur, is acting like an octopus. The ball comes in, he's like, bam, it's mine. I've got hands of God, mate. He has saved literally everything coming in. The man has won his 300th appearance today, because it was on a madness. So yeah, towards the end of the game, I was still a bit nervous, because I know that this is Tottenham and we're against the champions. And then, after Mr. Aguero has gone off like this, having a squinny with Mr. Pep, saying, why are you taking me off, mate? Has put Sane on. Sane comes on, corner comes into the box, Sane, it comes off a player, puts Laporte, bounces, and then Sane's scored. Now I'm like, oh, we were so close. We were so close. And for me, I wasn't too annoyed because City were insane the whole game. And then out of nowhere, our favourite thing of the game, Mr. VAR, comes up trumps again. Now, it was just, I feel so gutted for City because we've done them a dirty with VAR again. And like, when you watch the replay, yes, it hits his arm and rolls down it a bit. It does hit his arm, yes. Is it intentional? No. But the rules state now, if it touches your arm, sods it's handball. Now, yes, I'd be fuming if I was a City fan, but I'd also be like, okay, that's the rules. Hold my hand up, that's the rules. And I think I've seen more City fans squinting at the fact that should have been a goal than when us in the UCL final got a handball given against us, because that's the rules in that competition, but that is handball. And I'm not being funny, that handball was unintentional because Mane has not in any way, shape or form looked to play that ball anywhere else but at Sissoko's hand. So yes, was it harsh for us against Liverpool in the UCL final? Yes. Was it harsh that City got handball against them? Yes. But the two correlations is, that's the rules, unfortunately. And yeah, it's shit, it's bad, but that's the way it is now. So, I mean, it wasn't a great performance for us. I think in the end, it was like so ridiculous, like 30 attempts for City and 3 for us. And as funny as it sounds, we were actually clinical. Out of those 3 attempts, we scored 2 goals. So, I never thought I'd ever say Tottenham were clinical. So yeah, I do feel gutted for City, but I don't care. We've got a point off of the champions. So be it. But yeah, thanks for watching this video once again. Cheers for tuning by. If you are new, please remember to hit that subscribe button. It would mean the world. We're slowly getting to 200 subscribers. That would be sick to meet that towards before the next game. But if you have liked this video, please push a like and comment of what you thought about the game, especially what you thought about that VAR decision. Thanks again. See you soon. Laters.